Hey, sports bettors. I have a lot of action for today, December 29th, and I wanted to show you some of the bets that I've placed for today. Not necessarily for you to tail them because most of the odds have probably moved by now, so they're probably too late to tail. I placed these a while ago, like maybe an hour or so ago or more. But I wanted to show you how much action I have today, and I found all these bets using OddsJam. So let's share the screen here. Okay, this is my bet tracking page. I have it set so that it shows only my pending bets. Um, so you can see here in this column right here that most of the stuff, or a lot of it, is for today, Thursday, December 29th. So let's scroll up. All these bets are for today. And then here's some for Sunday. But most of them by a wide margin are for today. And if you look in this column, you will see how much I've bet on each one. You can see I don't bet huge amounts. I bet relatively modest amounts because I don't have a huge bankroll. If I had a larger bankroll, I would bet more. So you have to bet within your bankroll. If you don't have $50,000 to gamble, you probably shouldn't be throwing down $1,000 on a bet. So just be aware of what your bankroll is, and this is one of the most important things you can do to make sure that you're a positive sports better, is not to bet more than your bankroll. Because even if you're really good, even if you're a really sharp better, if you bet more than your bankroll can handle, you will eventually go on a bad losing streak, and that will wipe you out. So I'm just showing you the amounts here. As you can see, most of them are modest. Now, if you look over here on the far right, you see what kind of bets these are. And most of these are positive EV bets. Some of them have really big percentages. Now, just because it's a juicy percentage doesn't necessarily mean it's going to win. But it's better than to have no advantage. So again, that doesn't mean I'm going to win these bets. It doesn't mean I'm going to win these bets today, but I do like my chances, and I have a really good deal based on the price. And as you can see, some of these odds have already changed from when I bet them. Some of them have moved against me, like this one, but most of them, especially this one right here, has moved way in my favor. I throw down a big bet on this one. Well, big for my bankroll, maybe not big for you. This one right here is an $80 bet, which is big for my bankroll. And I got it at minus 112, and the current line is minus 122. So anytime you see the line move in your favor, that means it was probably a good bet. Now, this one right here, the line moved against me, but I didn't bet that much on that one, smaller on that one. So here's another one where it moved in my favor. So anyway, just wanted to show you that there's a lot of action every day. Sports betting isn't a glamorous lifestyle. It takes a lot of time for you to sit in front of the computer and hit refresh and try to find those mispriced odds. It takes a lot of tedious work for you to shop lines, try to find the best prices. And if you don't want to do that work, if you just want to, just casually throw down a few bucks just to enjoy watching a game with your buddies, that's fine. But that's not business. That's just you having a hobby. So it just depends. You have to know what kind of sports bettor you are. Are you trying to be a sharp sports bettor and actually make this a side hustle and actually make money doing this, or are you doing this just to waste time? And I wanted to show you a screen. This is the best screen that you should use, which is the OddsJam positive EV bets page. So this is this is an old page. I haven't refreshed this, but this is from about between 12:30 and 12:40 p.m. Eastern time today. So what happens during the day is a lot of these lines get released at the same time, and a lot of times when they're initially priced, they are mispriced. When the sports books initially put the lines for these games up, they screw up, and it just happens. And it's up to you to see if you can jump on these lines and nab them in time before they change. Now, this one right here, I was able to grab at plus 160. It quickly changed down to, I forgot what it was, but I showed you earlier. This one I was able to nab, and it's a really juicy bet. And I didn't really bother chasing after these other ones because it was basically the same game and basically the same thing. So I didn't want to put too much action on one game, although you could do that if you want to. You just have to understand your variance is going to be a little bit higher. So if I wanted to, I could have just bet all of these, but I decided to just bet one of them. But I just wanted to show you, you could find so many bets, and I only have 3 sports books listed here. So imagine if I turn on all the sports books. If you have more than 3 sports books you gamble at, if you have 4, 5, 6, in some states like New Jersey, you can have like a dozen or so. It just depends. I think that if you're betting on sports and you're trying to make money doing it and you're not using a tool like this, I think you're just leaving a lot of money on the table. Again, it's not a glamorous lifestyle. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of work sitting in front of the computer and finding these bets and quickly jumping on them. And it takes discipline. It takes bankroll management. It takes not chasing losses. Okay, just stay sharp, and I'll see you at the top. Subscribe for more.